Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the League of Legends Season 3 Qualifier NA Tournament right now. A little late to the party, but I'm going to throw it up onto the screen. Picks and bans for the GOAT Zoo, going to be on your purple side, versus the one-trick pony. So it's the battle of the farm animals, Mr. Bird. And quickly, before time does run out, go over our bans and picks.
We got the bans coming out. Mumu Zyra, Misfortune for the team of One Trick Ponies. Elise and Katarina LeBlanc for the team of Team Gozoot. And we do have that Phantom Lord pick for that Karthus. I mean, everyone loves that Phantom Lord. Revive Teleport a little bit better for the Season 3, so I'm liking what's going to be happening with that. We do have Nancy Pelosi on that Shen, Ginormous Noob on the Lulu, on top of that G-God on that Israel, and unfortunately for that, the last one, only Jacksmith, and played that Olaf. Scuba Chris, Pon Gypsy, Red Duran, Raging Kenny, and Little Kevin. Scuba Chris is going to be playing Evelyn, Pon Gypsy, top lane Aurelia, Red Duran on that support, Blitzcrank, Raging Kenny on the 1D Owen Graves, actually probably his favorite ADC, and Little Kevin on that Ari. Bands picks really quickly done. I'll go into actually the history between at least a team of One Trick Ponies. I know we know about Phantom Lord and also about Olin Jackson, as very, very popular streamers, but let's get the little guys a little bit more credit. This is going to be a really good game for both teams.
Yeah, it definitely should be a keeper. Now, Phantom Lord, not exactly, new to the competitive scene. He was part of, I think it was Team V8 before he did get unceremoniously removed from it. So this is kind of like his return to the pro status. Now, we do got only Jaximus on there as well, another popular streamer, and Ginormous Noob. My God, I remember, casting him in solo 1 versus 1 for TSM tournament. So, it was really good to see him back in there as well. Now, I have seen some of the Phantom Lord streams out there, and they're not bad. They are not bad whatsoever. And there we go, One Trick Pony versus GOAT, ready to roll. So with Phantom Lord on his more iconic, it's even teleport and revive Karthus. I think we're in for a treat, Bird.
Definitely. I mean, the home guard little thing, the trick that you wanted to see, it's definitely going to be coming into play. One Trick Pony, if you guys don't actually know about them, they were usually called Just the Usual, and then they picked up Level Kevin and Reduran, came from another team as well. But overall, it was just a confabulation of what Dirtnap Gaming was when in the beginning, when they defeated MMA Ferris, when MMA Ferris was with Aftermath then at the time over in some LAN event, and truthfully, they're here now. I mean, the last thing that we actually knew about them was MMA Imperium. They played over in MLG Raleigh and unfortunately got unceremoniously beat down. But hey, they're back into play. They're still pretty strong. I'm gonna really, fear at this bottom lane. Reduran and Raging Kenny definitely gonna be really aggressive. I mean, especially with the Blitzcrank pick. I mean, you're always gonna be aggressive with that against GI and Ginormous Noob. We'll see what'll happen from that, but I'm pretty sure Phantom Lord will have that good answer. Teleport, revive, a lot of control with that Phantom Lord on that Karthus.
I think we might actually be having an XSplit bug on Riot Tease's part, because I hear crackling. Do you hear crackling?
Yeah, the sound is kind of crackling over there.
Oh man, that's gonna bug me all game. All right, so listen to our voices, not necessarily the music. Nothing we can do about it, it seems. So that's interesting. Either way, things are gonna be starting off. No invades going down, as we did have the GOAT Zoo just all bunched up together. Shen going to be their jungler. Olaf going to be their jungler. He's going to start off red. Could we see a level 2 red gank for that top lane?
Possibly or possibly not. I mean, Shen's going to be enough just to hold off over there. Or sorry, only Jacksmith is probably enough to hold off over there just to clear out his buffs and everything. But if it's a red gank, it's probably going to be over in that mid lane. I mean, you want to get Phantom Lord kind of fed up really early. I mean, we saw that last game with the Karthus. Getting a little bit of help will get him a long way. I mean, especially with Arya, it's definitely a problem pick to actually go against, because Arya is more of an assassin type kind of AP mid. So that's unfortunately one of those counters that you have against a Karthus.
Man, Blitzcrank just getting the sour end of that deal, just dropping extremely low. Almost a kill. Did have to proc out his passive as well, but he should be able to health pot back on up. We got a lot of wards on the board already. Look at that, at least 5 characters with wards. Those 2 machetes, a few flasks out there as well. But Irelia versus Shen top, Nancy Pelosi. That's who the other person was. GG God or G God. I don't think that's actually related to the Dota player of GG Gods. But at the same time, I do know that Nancy's been playing this for a while. So again, just looking really to see what's going to go on down here. Ginormous Noob on that support, getting a little bit low, but I think that's the Ghost coming in. It is going to be the Ghost. Jackson is coming in, gets exhausted, looking for that Thunderbolt. Should be able to grab the first kill, but it will be Evelyn actually going to be taking that honor. Double kill, however, for Jaximus, and the double coming out for Evelyn as well. Will be a nice one-on-one if these two are going to keep going at it. But just like that, 2 kills traded each side.
Yeah, both junglers actually being on the top of the UI right there, doing to be trading off and getting those kills. LF going to be taking away a little bit more pottage, but overall, I feel like that's going to benefit the team One Trick Ponies because, again, AP Assassins, you get a little bit fed, they get a little bit more damage out of it. That's really scary coming up in this early game. Although, Olaf's pretty scary as well. You can do a lot of damage with those reckless swings, and we'll see if that's going to be coming into play really soon. But overall, in general, I feel like that was pretty even trade overall for both teams. So I'm liking it, but I feel like One Trick Ponies took away a little bit more from that.
Well, they did get that first blood bonus, so you see about 300 gold difference between these guys. Interesting how both the junglers were able to pick them up as well. Not to the ADCs, in fact, only a few assists out there, pretty much just neck and neck, but still, the double kills for the junglers will help them along their route, which means that they should become more powerful forces. I kind of feel that Evelyn has a little bit of an advantage simply because she can walk past those wards just not seen, but at the same time, true damage from Olaf early to mid game, especially against squishies, can really wreak some havoc in your lane.
And definitely, and we're going to see that come into play really soon. Oh, there's a grab now. Glamour is going to be taken out so fast. Cuba Chris is going to be picking up another kill onto that little unfortunate Lulu. And 3-0 for that Scuba Chris. Did see a gank over top lane, but Aurelia not really press it upon it. Olaf is going to be backing away from that as well.
Can't actually load Riot Tea's stream, but if anyone's out there and they're asking about English restreams, just direct them on over to the FourCourtJester and the Bird. It would be greatly appreciated there, guys. But still 3-2. That was a pretty decent insta-game. Now you also see Evelyn camping this bottom as well. You see her off there in the side, and we've seen actually a few engagements go wrong right there. I think this one, however, might go right. G-God is gonna be dropping onto that tower, but we don't have an escape right there for Graves, so he is gonna be out of there. Is going to get off those picks. Actually, I don't think those picks hit, but the axe did. Scuba Chris might be out of tricks, but no, we do miss out on that last axe. Redoron now going to be hightailing it out of there. So bottom lane is the party lane, Bird. We're going to have to keep our eye on that.
I mean, it's the most aggressive lane, especially with the way you have with Lulu Ezreal versus, wow, Glam's going to get picked off from the Redoron pick, but they're just going to fight for the wards, and they're going to have a good support battle right over there, especially with what you have with both aggressive supports and both aggressive AD carries. I mean, that's truthfully what you want to go get some kills off of. Phantom Lord right now, level 5, going to be coming into the level 6 really soon. 39-44 on the skill score. I feel like Phantom Lord is going to make a teleport play over bottom probably in the next 1 or 2 minutes, and it's going to be really detrimental to One Trick Ponies.
Yeah, Tea's stream actually loaded up, but yeah, anything that we can do to hinder One Trick Ponies is just going to be in GOAT's favor, and we don't have scoreboards aligned again. Man, our NA counterparts, EU definitely took a little bit more care of us, but let's see, Phantom Lord 42 to the 46 of Ari. Ari just slightly out CSing him, but just like that, easily catches up. Now, is that an Elisa's Miracle on Phantom Lord?
Looking like it, because he does have revive, he does have teleport, that does to reduce the cooldown on that. That is pretty sick thinking, Mr. Phantom Lord. And he's gonna get those levels really easily from Karthus.
That's the one that disappears, right, after 3 levels?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Well, it's technically 6 levels, but yeah.
Why is it technically 6?
I don't know, like when I usually get it from my supports, I usually get it too late, but when I try to get levels up for it, it never actually levels up at the same time. Like, it only levels up like per every 2, so I don't know. If it does level up for 3, then that's fine, but I've never seen it actually level up per 3 levels.
This is no good. My stream has become a slideshow. After the next fight, I think I'll just reset it.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it doing anything for you, or is it just me?
Probably just you, because I'm pretty clear right now.
Okay. I'll reset it afterwards. Grab gonna go down. Not gonna be landing anything there, but we do got Evelyn kind of hovering around that top lane. We could be going in onto top of Nancy, and it will be a 2-on-1. Shadow Dash will bring him right under that tower, right to safety. So no kill on top of Nancy. I guess I should call her, but either way, top lane, she hasn't gone back. She has 52 creeps to her name and still only the cloth armor.
Yeah, and we do see a roam out by this bottom lane, or this Olaf and this mid. We'll see if Phantom Lord is going to go right to bottom lane. Grab going to be there, but you got to use that Arcane Shift. Well, lots of that bug is still up there, and unfortunately for that, it's going to be working for the team of, Team Goatsu, or the Goatsu, sorry about that. And we'll see if Red Duran's actually going to get caught. It seems like he should, but he's going to back away from this. Lots of wards for this bottom lane, and yes, they're going to pressure this dragon really soon for the team of the Goatsu.
The Goatsu, I'm still maintaining it's a spoof of Sun Tzu, but either way, as I said, farm animals, goats versus ponies. It's good times overall. 4-3 still is the score, 9 minutes in, so a little bit close to that EU meta that we've been seeing, where massive amounts of kills and lots of pushing and dragons. But so 9 minutes in, you know. Creeps are actually coming out pretty decently. Phantom Lord coming out ahead a little bit, up to 72, just starting to pull slightly ahead of his competition. 65 on the top for Irelia to the 62 of Shen, so pretty much just even across the board.
As you see the Shen engage with it, Little Kevin's whoever gonna get caught down is gonna be taken down. Do you see the ultimate coming down, and is the bottom lane gonna be taken down? No, it's not, but it is gonna be really gonna be pushing up this top lane, so we might see a trade-off in a turret, or Shen's gonna go rush up as fast as he can. But great little gank over there by Shen to get you standing in it and say, well, I'm just gonna come in, help out, and secure a kill.
Alright, so Dragon is going to be going down. Jacksmith's not exactly the healthiest, but we don't have any kind of globals really to worry about from team, and nobody's spotting out that Evelyn, so he should be A-okay. Don't have that True Shot barrage from God either, so he is kind of pushed right up to his tower. What's the creeps for the bottom lane? Ezreal's 63 to the 70 of Graves, so they're doing alright down there. We both, we have some Vamp Scepters out. Olaf with his turned it into a Wriggles, now has himself a Giant's Belt. I mean, I think we saw an Olaf earlier where he went for that Shurelya's first after the Giant's Belt. Very curious to see if we're going to see a similar item path today.
Usual NA path is actually taking that Warmox first, so that's probably what I'm seeing, that only Jacksmith is probably going to be bubbling up again. Warmox slash your health plus the Reckless Swing is lots of good damage coming out of it, so unfortunately for that, that's going to be a fun little time for the team of One Trick Pony, so we'll see that come into fruition. Looking at other item builds, nothing really too interesting to see. Concept's gonna try to get ganked upon, but Old Jacksmith is just gonna have a Reckless Swing. Super Chris actually coming out from the side. Is this gonna be a re-engagement? Nancy Pelosi is gonna have to try to get out of there. Old Jacksmith could still turn this around because he does have the damage output. Super Chris is pretty low. Ignite going down, Nancy Pelosi is gonna be the one gonna be targeted, but only Jacksmith missing off on that undertow. Unfortunately not, is gonna get turned upon. Another Ignite coming down, and Anthony's Embrace gonna be in there as well. Unfortunately for not, still for a kill. Wow, a kill for a kill literally happening right there. Great job by it. Great job by Shen actually picking up that kill, but unfortunately for not, just a lot of good stuff actually from Takua Chris onto that gank over the top lane. I mean, overall, I feel like, yes, One Trick Ponies took away from that, and pretty sure they're going to be able to take out this top turret. I mean, sneeze at it, should be fine. But I feel like Olaf got the better of it a little bit as well, so we'll see what'll actually happen for this this game for the Goatsu.
First tower, 11 minutes 50 seconds. Now we did get a chance to actually look at the skills of only Jacksmith. He has 4 points lodged into his undertow, and actually only 1 in the lightning. Had that actually been reversed, I mean, I understand taking the undertow helps you with your jungle clear, helps you for chasing, but if we had those lightning bolts, might have been a different situation in that top lane, but still only level 1 at this point. I guess I kind of expected him to kind of go more into a ganking style, since he did get that double kill right off the bat, and he was able to accelerate that Wriggles to a really fast status, but you know, I guess he's just kind of playing out of habit at this point. So the 4 axes, every time he misses that axe, it's just all that damage just gone and missing.
Yeah, unfortunately for not. And Undertow, I guess, is the thing about jungling. I mean, Nintendo Deck is the most known Olaf jungler, and yeah, gotta go max that Undertow, bro. There's no other way you can do it for jungling. So, I mean, I understand that, but the only thing is, you know, Reckless Swing is the thing that is in for that Olaf, so the top lane works out a little bit better for that team. And here we go, teleport coming in. Ginormous, is he gonna get alive? Stay out there. No, he will be able to be saved. Nancy Pelosi is gonna be picking up a kill, and Phantom Lord picking up a kill on the Red Duran. Some good stuff happening for the team of the Goatsu. We'll see if they're going to have a little bit of a pressure time, or if Pon Gypsy over here at top lane is going to be able to push up the second tier turret.
Pon Gypsy sounds like a familiar name as well. I think I might have seen him in an Alienware or something a little bit earlier in the year, but at this point, 6-7, because of that teleport bottom lane, you know, top has actually been pushed in pretty hard. Mid now taking a good beating. Phantom Lord will be able to grab his blue, and at 126 creep, still leading the pack 1-0-1. I'm very curious to see if we're actually going to get to see him use Revive anytime soon, because if you don't die, you can't use Revive.
In a way, yes, but then again, he already has Alyssa's Miracle already set off. He already has the damage output that he's going to get with his Tear of the Goddess on top of it. It's looking really cute. Actually, Jackson is finding Scuba Chris, and Scuba Chris is having to back away with that Dark Frenzy. Fortunately for not, the team of One Trick Ponies are getting One Trick Ponied upon, I guess if you want to say. I mean, when you have this assassin kind of heavy lineup, plus on top of that you have a little bit of disable, I mean, really is going to be your tank line, but she's also going to be your engagement point, and that's a really bad kind of time, because technically you're going to rely on Arya's Charm to really land and hopefully catch onto not Phantom Lord, maybe G-Gold, G-God. And if that's going to actually be your only engagement other than Reduran trying to get a pull, I mean, that's kind of wishing really hard. Hopefully One Trick Ponies kind of finds a way to get a good engagement, but not enough tankiness, not enough really engagement as well. So we'll see what'll happen for One Trick Ponies.
Got a little bit of magic resist now for that Olaf as well. Tier 1 boots. Bloodthirster finished up before the 15-minute mark on Ezreal. Is it the same for Graves? It is 1-3-3 Graves, 0-2-5 on Ez. But Phantom actually could be dropping his first round. He is going to go down to this combination. Scuba Chris actually the one picking up that kill. Are we going to see that revive? No. Looks like he's going to save it for a rainy day.
Yeah, it does have Requiem. I mean, could go for this on Red Duran. Red Duran's going to try to get that disable, but unfortunately for not, Ragnarok is pretty OP. Ginormous knew Gino going to have to back away from it, and we jump up way to top. Don't think there's any trouble, truthfully. Punch up season take a little bit of poke, but we do see Evelyn and Ari going to rotate bottom as well, so they're going to probably protect this Graves, who kind of needs some protection right now. 1-3-3 compared to the 0-2-6. I guess that's a better score in a way, but truthfully, Ezreal is in a good position, same as with the Graves.
I'd like to say, because they're so close in creeps, that Ezreal's technically ahead in terms of gold, but we'll never know because we'll never get to see the gold until the end of the game, maybe not even then. So we'll just have to keep that theory and speculation. Now, Phantom Lord does have himself that tier. He's had it for a while. At least his miracle has now been absorbed into his skin, like something that absorbs into your skin. But we do got you know, the big ugly rod. Yeah. The big, needlessly big rod for Karthus. So, not going to build any tankies. He's just going to literally be a glass cannon and then use the teleport revive trick to come back into the fight after everything's been blown on him?
I mean, that's just how teleport revive Karthus works, right? I mean, this is the thing that got Phantom Lord to the status that, you know, known as #1 Karthus. Well, not #1 Karthus player, but the #1 trick pony Karthus with that teleport revive mantra. I like it. I feel like it does so much damage and you can't really stop it, and especially if you can add the Home Guard enhancement on top of that, that's really, really key to play. Like, I've been playing with Galio in that kind of same setting. Like, you have teleport, you just use the Home Guard and you just go for the kills, and well, Phantom Lord got the kill over there onto himself, unfortunately.
Yep, literally a glass cannon at this point. Now, as opposed to this top lane, who just keep trading back and forth, it's just easy as 1-2-3 to take down Karthus. So he's still going to be saving up that revive. Does not have the teleport cooldown, so unfortunate for him that he just keeps getting caught out like this. He's not even really that far extended either. It's just aggression coming out from the ponies. So 8 for 8, bottom lane tower will go down. This puts us at a score of 2-0, so no global gold quite yet for Yeah, there it is. There's the teleport. Or sorry, there's the revive. Here comes the teleport, and that's going to be the improved speed as well. Looking for the kill on top of Redoron. Should be able to grab that G-God, able to put him down. Phantom Lord still chasing after and does not have that home guard, though. Just could not get the positioning. Pick's going to be shooting out of that as well. And by the end of it, it's just going to be one kill, but they should be able to transition to a Dragon.
Yeah, definitely Dragon's going to be able to be taken away, but in turn, we'll see if it really can take away that top lane as well. I feel like the team of the Goatsu really needs to push up this mid lane and take out the turret, but Evelyn's going to go try to dissuade the team of the Goatsu. I don't think that's going to be enough, and Ponjep's is going to put enough damage on top lane, but unfortunately it's not going to be able to push it all the way down. You guys might actually know Ponjepsi from UCI. He is one of the champions, I guess, of the Collegiate Star League. Him and Vita and all the other friends over there.
Maybe
pretty
that's
good
where
team.
I've seen him then.
Yeah.
Yeah. CSL. Good guys over that CSL every Wednesday, Thursday. Alright. 8-9. We do have that, so we had that trick come out from the Phantom Lord. Unfortunately, it only got him an assist, I think. So he's sitting at 1-2-2, still has that needlessly large, but our Shen's going to be tanking up a bit. Has himself that Aegis as well as the Sunfire, so it's going to be pretty hard to take him down in one fell swoop.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll see if this is going to happen, or if one-trick ponies are being taken for a Phantom ride. Just wanted to say that really quickly because I feel like that's kind of interesting into the part that Nancy Pelosi is doing too much damage to the Ponjepsi. Ponjepsi has to get away. This take away from over here, really interesting to see, by Scuba Chris coming right back into it. We do see Phantom Lord going to use that Requiem, going to be able to pick up a kill, but we do trade that off with a kill for that Evelyn, who's now 6-0-3. That's really dangerous to see in this game, but then again, it's only Evelyn being fed, so truthfully, it's not too bad, but it's still Evelyn.
So Evelyn 6-0-3. We saw this in one of the EU matches earlier. I think ended up 16-0-8 or something silly from Dragonborn. They had an amazing Evelyn player, but because we are centering all those kills on top of Evelyn, yeah, we might have a bit more of a transitory problem because we just hit the 20-minute mark. We're looking for those big items, and largely everyone has, basically they do have one of their big items, if not two by now. So the farming aspect really good in this game so far, but 20 minutes and only the 6 kills on top of Eve. If we take her out of the equation, then you're left with a team with 3 combined kills to their name. Not entirely too sure they're going to be able to stand up to that.
Yeah, truthfully, that's the problem with the teams right now. I mean, it's looking like Phantom was getting into a big position where his damage is going to be really good. Gino is going to get pulled away from Red. Red is going to try to get away from this. Can get help picks upon. Scuba Chris is going to be off from the side. I don't think this is the smartest idea, but it's going to be an engagement. Scuba Chris is going to be in a really bad position, and we're going to see Rage Kim coming off from the side. Phantom Lord is going to be taking a lot of it in. Nancy Pelosi coming right back on this, and going to be level Kevin onto the side, but it is going to be Phantom Lord going to be fishing down the first shot. Orb Deception actually picking one up. Rage Kenny's going to be turned around, and this should be a good turn for the team of the Goatsu, but the Goatsu is actually just getting kited upon, and Scuba Chris comes right back into Agony's embrace. So strong, but Scuba Chris could be turned around. That true damage is going to go right through, and the shield, and G-God should be getting like a double. Is he going to go pick up onto Scuba Chris? Yes, he will, but is going to be kited down by Ponjepsi, and better nerf Aurelia, because that's definitely nerf Aurelia time right there.
So by the time it's all said and done, 3 kills to 4, getting Blitz extremely low. I'm a little surprised that we're not able to just burst down Scuba Chris, and we also had to have the wild growth on top of Ginormous Noob as well. And I don't know, 3 for 4, definitely going in the one-trick pony favor, but that has now tied up the score, 13-13 to 33.3k to 33. That's a lot of 3s.
Yeah, those 2 dragons are pretty much supplementing why we have the Tide Gold right over there, or technically, if the one-trick ponies actually have the dragons, they'd be up 2k. But overall, I feel like one-trick ponies are showing up a pretty good match. I feel more importantly, Scuba Chris is playing one of the best games of his life, because literally, each and every time he gets really low, he still has come back in, and he still has done so well with his Agony's Embrace, and on top of that, just a lot of damage output.
Yeah, the passive giving back health just too OP. Phantom Lord once again getting comboed down by the very mobile Ari once he does get that Spirit Rush ready to go. Is it Spirit Rush?
For...
Jeez. Oh god, that Windows menu scared me. Deceptive Orb, Foxfire, Spirit.
Yeah, Spirit Rush, Spirit Rush. Sorry, you're asking about Ari, yeah, his ultimate. Her ultimate.
But, I mean, every time Phantom Lord dies, it's because she's just kind of zooming around him, and he cannot stand up to the damage. He's literally a glass zombie. 3-4-3 has absolutely nothing to help him tank up, and you know, chat was saying why not a Rod of Ages, because it might actually help in this kind of system. And Ari now 3-2-3. It's almost like the direct proportional inverse of Phantom Lord's score.
I mean, what you want in the Ari versus Karthus matchup is a little bit more tankiness, and that's kind of what everyone is saying, and I agree with that as well. I mean, Ari's an assassin. You can't really stop her from doing it. A little bit controlled of the assassin, but still an assassin. Charm, Spirit Rush will get in the front line, and we'll just ignore everything in the back line. So, truthfully, that is kind of a detriment for Phantom Lord. I mean, he just has to fight out, and sometimes when I watch Phantom Lord, and even when he was on VA, when he was on ALNA, which was a really short time he was on ALNA, but he was there, kind of for show sometimes. You know how the talk from Korea and EU that NA teams play for show sometimes, and I feel like Phantom Lord is kind of one of those players. And I mean, he's playing Karthus right now. Well, we'll see if it's going to be changing up over here, but I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting seeing what Phantom is going to be doing with this. It's like Takashi's Morgana or some other players' like favorite champion. I mean, it's good, but it doesn't really fit out.
Well, he's doing all right with it. 194 Creeps is still leading the pack there. We have a little bit of a Dragon Dance going on. All 10 players down here looking for that kill on top of the big worms. So, as I said, a little bit of a dance going on. We do got that Rabadons now finish up for Phantom Lord. Double Sunfire and the Runic. So, Nancy's just going to jump right on in there. Is going to get bursted down to about half, but Phantom Lord instantly dying. Looking for the Requiem on top of Pawn Gypsy. Not going to get it. It will go to G-God instead, but Irelia down, as well as that Ari looking all right, because we do got that teleport revive ready to rock, as Phantom Lord's going to come back into the fray. He is going to be really, really fast. He's going to go for the kill on top of Raging Kenny. Instead gets pulled out by Redoron, which might be his death, as he does drop. Dragon going to him as well. So once again, setting up these plays with the cooldowns are in their favor. You know, the GOAT Zoo actually able to come out ahead on that one.
Yeah, that was just a really great engagement. Unfortunately for not, Red did miss out the pull, so it couldn't get the G-God. G-God was actually the primary target that they needed to take out. Unfortunately, they did not get that target, and it is going to be probably a free Baron. I mean, we're to see if Scuba Chris can come right back into it, but Phantom Lord played that really well. Everyone played it so well for the Gotsu. Unfortunately for not, it is going to be an easy Baron actually taken away. But Emerson is actually going to be taking the all. It should be actually only Jackson taking it, but it's okay. And we do see Graves trying to catch up from the side. Don't know if this is the smartest idea to actually engage in, and we're going to see the backup from the wall of Phantom Lord.
Yeah, no engaging going there. So Baron to their name now as well. The GOAT Zoo should be in a fairly decent position. I mean, we got to wait for those cooldowns to come back up for Phantom Lord before we try anything crazy. But with that Baron, we should be able to make some decent inroads into pushing. We only got one tower down for the GOAT Zoo. It's the one-trick ponies, actually, that have 4 to their name. So, did you just see the home guard? I saw the home guard.
Yeah, I just saw the home guard. I want to see what the actual cooldown is on his revive and teleport. It's pretty much almost already at like about a minute and a half left, if anything. Probably 2 minutes-ish. Just because of the Alyssa's Miracle upgrade, it's really good kind of play. One thing to note, pretty much the whole game, literally the team of the Gotsu has been buying pink wards. I mean, it's because of Evelyn, but also just denying a lot of vision. And I'm liking the aggressive ward style play that they've been doing with Olaf, with only Jackson and then Gino. They've been doing a really good job denying the vision from one-trick ponies.
15-16, we're gonna have to see what the goats can do. In terms of the items, we did get that home guard now ready to go on Karthus, so I think his Trollololling is ready to roll. But you know, let's take a quick look at other people. I did notice that have that static Shiv on Ezreal. That'll be good for clearing out waves in conjunction with Shen, but at the same time he also has that Last Whisper. On the flip side, however, a bit more of a standard are Graves. When did they reorder the thing?
They reordered it probably like 5-7 minutes ago.
Oh, brilliant. didn't even notice, but Graves slightly ahead in the creeps, but overall impact of the game, he's actually behind, and you see a bit more standard there, the Bloodthirster as well as the Phantom Dancer, and I can only assume it's going to be a Last Whisper coming up, but DFG on Ari, that's going to be attributing quite a few of her kills on top of Phantom Lord, because she can just burst down with that ultimate, with the Foxfire, the Deception, the Charm, and the DFG. I mean, it's a lot for one man to take, and we have absolutely no aspirations of tanking it, as Phantom Lord is just quite content to die, relying upon his passive as well as that revive teleport.
Interesting, also the thing to see right now, we do have only Jackness actually button up a Sunfire Cape. Cape is good, well, I mean Warbox is better, but I feel like that's a pretty good play. 4v5 right now over here. Nancy Pelosi is probably going to use that ultimate to go back if they need actually do engage. Only Jack Smith is going to get on the Phantom. We're taking so much damage from the start. We're going to see if Raging can finish up the kills. Only Jackson is going to be able to take it out as well, and we do see the ultimate going down. Phantom Lord's teleport is about to be back up, but his revive is not back up. Raging Kenny off on the side, reviving himself, and unfortunately for us, Shen couldn't actually save out Phantom Lord from imminent death, and did not get anything from there.
I didn't even know that Nancy even used the Stand United on top of him, but if he has to choose someone, I wouldn't choose Phantom Lord, because he's going to be the #1 target, and he's just going to drop like a rock.
The Graves is so pro. No, I'm pretty sure that was just a lot of good pickoff from there. I mean, Scuba Chris again, Blade. Oh, sorry, I was saying Blade of Rune King on Scuba Chris. That's really interesting. The Andrew's Torment, you got that Bissell Scepter, you got a lot of damage output from there. Not really interesting to see is actually the Hunter's Machete not actually being upgraded. You barely stay in the actual jungle for Evelyn, so I'm not surprised that's not upgraded, truthfully.
Well, it could turn into, I'm trying to remember
Spirit
the name
Stone.
of it. Yeah, one of the Spirit Stones, the AP one with Spell Vamp. That would go off really well. I mean, she has so much penetration, 3 penetration items. Get a little Spell Vamp back in that with the Agni's Embrace. I mean, could be a nice recipe for never dying again.
Yeah, definitely, indeed. Red going to try to get that hook and not going to get the Hook City Bliss on there. And yeah, chat going to be telling me he did lifesteal off the Karthus ulti. Really interesting to see. Yeah, Raging Kenny doing a pretty good job on the Graves, although not showing it in the score. Did a really good play onto getting that Graves down really fast, and on top of that, really just making Nolan Jackson's pay for being such in the front line, but not really tanky enough to keep it going.
Ari now has herself a Zonia's to go with that DFG. A little bit of magic resist to her name as well. So, yeah, she's going to be able to jump right on in, get off all her combos, and then Zonia. Should be a nice opportunity for the rest of the team just to kind of catch up, get in there. Pawn Gypsy should have no trouble whatsoever just jumping into that. But in terms of the GOATs, I mean, I'm still looking at Shen and Olaf, and they've definitely tanked up. We got a Warmogs with that Runic. We finally got that Shirelia's now finished up, the double Sunfire to boot. And you know, what's the next item here for Ezreal? I'm looking at his chain armor. It could be, what, a Guardian Angel, I guess.
Yeah, it only had to be Guardian Angel. There's no other thing. But a lot of AD carries have been picking up Iceborne Gauntlets because that is the trade-off slash the equalizing stun slash slow that's almost automatic. I've been seeing Robert X. Lee take it. Unfortunately for now, cheater, Robert X. Lee, but I mean, he's still Robert X. Lee no matter what. And yeah, I mean, that's another play that could happen for Ezreal, especially having that extra CDR could really work in favor for him. But it's probably going to be GA, unfortunately, for that Ezreal, just because of how late it is, and especially how much damage output they're doing. You want to kind of stay alive and have that second go.
Another dragon going to Blue's name to go with those 4 towers. We still have yet to make real progress with the towers here. Even with that Baron, we didn't really seem to be able to make too much of a dent against the one-trick ponies. So we still only have that 1 tower count. 17 to 16. Despite that, however, we are still ahead in gold for the GOATs. That's really a testament to their last hits. They got 3 members over 200 mark, and their jungler 129. Gotta say though, 9 on Lulu, 10 on Lulu. Oh my God, MVP.
10 CS, I mean, that's probably the strongest of the scores. Truthfully, I think the item build though, Iron Lucky Slayer is a really good one. Pelosi gonna be cut off on the side. 3 members return, actually not him down. Is Pelosi gonna try to get out of there with Stand United? I don't think so, but he's doing enough damage back. And this could be a re-engage, or this could be just gives out the way Shen is gonna be able to get killed.
See you later, Nancy. Unfortunately, the rest of the team not really responding to it. Nobody came rushing to their aid. Didn't see any kind of pushing going on either. So unfortunate that the Goats are going to be set back by this. But 18-16, that will, quote, take the lead a little bit in terms of those kills. Has caught up with the gold as well. Less than 1,000 gold between these two teams. And I think I can safely say this is the closest match we've had today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the last match was actually pretty close as well, but it turned into a really interesting stomp at the end of it. But truthfully, both teams are playing really well, and they still have this game in hand for either way. So there's only one move, and only Jackson is getting pulled off. Red's going to try to get onto Little Heaven. I don't think that was actually the move that they wanted to do. One Trick Pony didn't have to back away from this. Wow, that static shiv on top of the Mystic Shot. Really OP.
Yep. It's a good amount of burst damage. It spreads itself out nicely against those nice clumped up groups. And clumping up is kind of what the Goats want them to do. I mean, look at that, all the AoE. Phantom Lord, Ginormous Noob with the knock-up as well as the picks, and throwing an axe through all that. And of course, G-God just able to do a true shot through it. Clumping up is exactly what the Goats want their enemies to do. And that's exactly what the one-trick ponies have failed to do, much to their credit. So Raging Kenny going to be picking up that red. He has himself that chain armor as well. So we might be seeing more than one Guardian Angel. Now, Olaf has another giant belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, health is good. Reckless Swing is pretty good as well, so we'll see that come into play. Do you have the whole group of the Goatsu actually linked up? And this is what you want from the Goatsu. They want to be grouped up, and they want to be protected together. Ginormous wants to get that ult on top of Phantom Lord. Oh, Phantom Lord's gonna get protected on, and unfortunately, insta gives right over there. Gonna have to use that teleport revive really quickly, but Nancy Pelosi's gonna try to go. And Raging Kenny taking so much is gonna be taken out from that Requiem. Redurin is actually gonna get a good flash away, but this is gonna be a great turn for the team of the Goatsu.
Well, by the time it all is said and done, only 1 for 1.
But there's a bit more positional advantage just because everyone is pretty low on the team of One Trick Pony, so we'll see if that comes into play. Ginormous is going to be taken away, going to be insta-give, and you're going to see Nancy Pelosi try to come right back on a G-God and try to, and here comes Phantom Lord! Oh my god. Look how fast he's going. He is going Mach speed onto that Ari.
Oh man, Scuba Chris had no chance whatsoever. Phantom Lord able to pick up the kill on top of Ari. Bet it feels good, man. JPEG. But yeah, that's the home guard teleport revive combo with a Karthus, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for Phantom Lord.
Oh, that's so cute. That was the cutest of ganks ever, and yeah, Phantom Lord gonna be able to secure that Baron. I mean, overall, I feel like that was just a mid play, and really surprised Phantom Lord didn't actually use that revive teleport earlier and used it at that moment. Really smart play of him actually to do that, and shows that Phantom Lord is still really into this game and playing it pretty well.
Was that Rammus? No, that was a Karthus, man. You sure? Yeah. That was definitely the moment of the day. Thank you so much, Phantom Lord. Still, Baron going to their name. The reason he didn't use it earlier is because he wasn't sure that there was going to be a fight. The 4 of them could have easily taken out Baron by themselves, but had they actually gotten contested, that's kind of when they needed that combo to come out. And I think Phantom Lord actually played it really well right there because he waited it out. He found that opportunity and he was able to capitalize on it, getting himself a kill. Look at his new item. He has a Void Staff to go with everything. And because of all the gold gain from the recent fights, we do got that Guardian Angel now finished up on Ezreal. So 255 creeps actually taking the lead. Ezreal 439. He's come a long way into this game.
Well, he's always had the lead pretty much on CS until about right now. I mean, Graves just farmed up a lot of storm from the bottom lane. We're going to see a defense onto the second middle turret. I don't think One Trick Ponies really wants to actually defend it. But Scuba Chris could use Agony's Embrace to actually start it up. We'll see if that actually happens. Scuba Chris does miss off from that Shadow Dash, and we do see an engagement, but nothing really happening from this.
Yeah, the tower goes down, not worth fighting under it. Blitz not able to land the hook that he wanted. That minion, I'm sure, deserved it, but it wasn't exactly what he wanted to go. We do also have that Guardian Angel picked up on Graves. Graves, wow, 275 creeps. He's crept up there really nicely as well, 357. Kind of impressed that, we haven't really seen too much more from the ADCs, but they've been farming their asses off, and They're sitting at 4 to 5 items each. Does not matter for this tower, however. It is going to be dropping, looking for the kill. Shadow Dash landing on top of the Pawn Gypsy. It's going to get a little bit low. Phantom Lord just absolutely melting. Does not have that revive, but he does have a Requiem. Good Zonia is only going to get 1 kill out of it, but it just delays the inevitable as we do have that kill down on top of Ari. The double go comes out with the Stand United. Really well done there. Pet Nancy with the Shadow Dash, able to pick up Rage and Kenny, and look at the timing on that True Shot Barrage. Beautiful stuff. Got the Blitzcrank still alive and kicking, looking for the kill on top of Ginormous. Not going to get it. Good shield, good flash. Able to stay alive. Going for the Nexus turrets. Nancy's still kicking, and I think this is going to be it for the Goats.
Yeah, I think the Goats are going to go up 1 game. Trick Pony is going to go down, sadly, 1-0 or 0-1.
The Goat Zoo. It's their League of Legends Art of War book. You can buy it now, phantomlord.com, $29.95. It'll teach you the secrets of the Home Guard Revive Teleport Karthus.
Revive Teleport Karthus. I didn't think I'd actually say it again, but it's coming back, and I'm going to be QQing a lot when that's going to be coming back in the solo queue play, and it's like, oh, really? This is going to come and play. Oh, why is he going so fast?
What was that? Was it the Roadrunner? No. Was it Ramus? No. Was it a bird? Unfortunately, no. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Good game, well played right there. Game number 2 should be coming just mere moments, ladies and gentlemen. That means I have to change around the overlay. But you're listening to the FourCourtJester and the Bird. Stream is the word. Thank you all for joining us. Make sure you tell all your friends that we're doing this and you're enjoying it. And that way we can all enjoy it together. So, Mr. Bird, what do you think? I think a 2-0 might be in order.